for Professor Fig, Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
When I say Lords of the Night a lot in this video, I just think it's a really cool term, and it actually comes up a lot. Also, something weird to keep in mind is the school sports team name, the Spartans. And finally,
this could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Look Look, a few of these notes seem random, but they will make sense later. I'll go into how they think they'll apply to Fear and Hunger 3 after we cover all the inspirations. So, let's talk about the next movie listed.
Warriors, come on to play!
The Warriors. If you haven't seen The Warriors, it's an absolute classic and you absolutely should. Look, you and I both know nobody stopped a YouTube video halfway through to watch whatever media it's about, but lucky for you, it's still a banger even if you know the plot, so make sure to watch it later. Time, the 1970s. Setting, New York City, the Big Apple. The city is broken up by street gangs who squabble over turf disputes. One man wants to change the Cyrus. The most powerful gang in the city calls every other major gang to a big meeting to call a general truce and turn them into one massive force to control the city. A gang from the edge of Coney Island are in attendance. During the meeting, the leader of another gang called the Rogues shoots and kills Cyrus, sending the meeting into chaos as the police descend. By chance, he blames the Warriors.
That's the Warriors!
So while they escape in the chaos, every other gang is told to hunt them down. The movie follows them on their journey back home across dangerous country, getting into scuffles with rival gangs and the police. The shenanigans they get up to on the way back are all pretty entertaining and all the gangs are awesome, but for the sake of this description, the minutiae isn't super important. Seriously, just watch it. Now, the themes. You can immediately see some connections to Twilight. The gangs as a kind of family, lords of the night fighting over turf, clear distinctions between them and normal people who are often represented by the police. They don't have to play by the same rules as normies, but they still have to respect the line between them out of fear. The Warriors can't remove their gang outfit out of pride. It'd be easy for them to just take it off and sneak by, but that would be a shameful act. In this way, it's a little bit different from the vampires in Twilight. They too have visual indicators that they can't hide, but they try to whenever possible. Chaos and order is an interesting theme in the movie. The gangs, despite seeming chaotic, are trying to impose their order on their turf, and hopefully the whole city. The villainous gang, the Rogues, are a force for chaos. In Twilight it's the same. The Cullens and the police are imposing order, but a rogue vampire family are causing chaos. The Lords of the Night, despite their secretive and dark nature, aren't inherently bad or chaotic. And they are Lords of the Night. The city are their playground. They can do almost as they please, as long as they don't trigger the police. The daylight weakens, or perhaps it's better to say, it changes their mindset. Upon returning to their own turf, the leader of the Warriors is disappointed in how pitiful it looks in the daylight. There's some funny connections between the two movies, too. One of the gangs is baseball themed, the Baseball Furies, and baseball was weirdly integral to Twilight's story for some reason. The school sports team in Twilight is named the Spartans, and the story of the Warriors movie is based on an ancient Greek account of soldiers trapped deep in enemy territory, trying to get home.
Scrope?
Well, one of the
Who
major
is
themes
Scrope?
of Fear and Hunger is how stories repeat over the ages. Another theme that Fear and Hunger introduced in Terminal was an ecological one, so let's take a look at the next game on the list to get a better grasp on that. This might be a long one. Final Fantasy VII is a very long game by today's standards, clocking in at around 50 hours. I played it for the first time for this video and I was blown away. It holds up incredibly well and the story is fantastic. Just to note, I played the PC port of the original available on Steam, not the remake, which isn't even finished yet. I'm only going to give the important notes of the plot because Final Fantasy VII is a huge game, so please forgive me for skipping a lot. You play as Cloud Strife, an ex-super soldier of the Megacorp Shinra, who are abusing an energy source known as Mako, and slowly draining the life of the planet. He joins an eco-terrorist group known as Avalanche, along with his childhood friend Tifa, and large angry man Barrett. They blow up the Mako reactor in the Shinra capital city of Midgar. Midgar is covered by large plates, and Shinra retaliates by dropping the plate above Avalanche's base, killing not only most of them, but also the civilians in the region. Cloud meets Aerith, the last known member of a race known as the Ancients, or the Cetra. They were an alien race who came to the planet on their search for the Promised Land. Is that a Fear and Hunger reference? Aerith is captured because Shinra want to find the Promised Land, so the party raids Shinra HQ to get her back. While there, Cloud's
I've
old
always
commander
said
and
that
idol,
travel
Sephiroth,
broadens
murders
the
president
mind.
of Shinra and escapes the city. The party, now being blamed for not only destroying the reactor, but now also killing the president of Shinra, have to bail. As the party regroup after escaping the city, Cloud tells them what he knows about Sephiroth. When he was part of Shinra's army, he and Sephiroth visited his hometown because his Mako reactor was being attacked by monsters. There, Sephiroth discovered that his mother, Genova, was secretly a member of the ancient Cetra. He was found after being buried for 2,000 years. The Mako reactor in the town contained awful experiments. Beings infused with Mako energy in an attempt to make more people like Sephiroth, being powered by the body of his mother, Genova.
Accio. Pumpkins. Ah, I think I know just the place.